All right, so we're going to go ahead and start with some step-by-step eyes. Now, first off, I'm going to go ahead and start with the face shape first. Okay, so I'm going to get kind of my face shape in, and then we're going to go over kind of the step-by-step eyes here. So this is kind of the face shape that I have, and I want to put the hair in just to make life a little easier for us to see where the eyes go. So I'm adding a little bit more hair up here. Okay. And this would be like if you didn't want your sunglasses on. And we're going to have the hair come out and around. Okay, bear with me here. We're going to kind of come out and around here. Neck comes off the jawline, and I have like a little headband on, so we're gonna put this little kind of like beaded headband on to make sense of my hair. Could add a little detail later on here, and that'll make a little more sense of why my hair is like that. And then if I think my face shape needs to change a little bit, just come in a little bit like that. There we go. Just smooth some lines out. Just gotta finish that up here. Oh, okay, there's my headband. And then we're gonna come around like that. And now I'll put the neckline in because I can see a little bit of the neck. The shoulder is gonna come off kind of way over here, right? Don't want to make my shoulder too tiny compared to the body. All right, now the next thing that we're going to do is go ahead and start the eyes. Now our eyes are going to kind of be in the center, which is going to be about here. Okay, so I put those guidelines in just to help me see where it's going to go. Now my eyes are going to come along here. My eyebrows are up higher, probably around here. Probably around here. Remember, the way you move your eyebrows will determine your expression, your feelings on your face. Okay, so that will kind of determine your expression, the way you move your eyebrows. And I'm just kind of measuring out my face here. Okay, now let's get ready for the eye. So my eye is going to start about here, come up, around, and back down for kind of that first step of the eye shape. I'm also going to do the one over here. All right, we're going to kind of curve up and around, kind of measured out from the eyebrow where my eye should go. I'm looking at a picture. You could look in the mirror if you wanted, or at a picture too. And then it's going to kind of come down. I'm going to go ahead and put my inside eye in, and I'm going to put in that curve here for the inside eye. Now, right now, it's not going to look finished yet because we're just starting. Okay, just like when you're baking a cake, it's not going to be finished if you just start with the flour. Not yet. We got to keep adding our ingredients. So here we go. I'm going to go ahead and put the bottom eye in. Now, unless I'm super surprised, the one thing about eyes is you're not going to see like this most of the time, unless you're like super surprised. Most of the time, your eye is going to touch your eyelid, believe it or not. So just so you know. And so take a look, really look at the shapes that are happening. And mine is kind of curving like this, and it has a little bit of a curve to it, kind of like a little football, like that. And then this side is going to do, I got to make sure I'm really looking, otherwise it's not going to look like my eye. Remember, all of our eyes are different. That's what makes them so cool. There we go. And I'm going to use my eraser, my artist tool, to get it just the way I wanted. All right, looking good. Now, one thing I might do, nope, I like it. So here we go. Now I'm going to add in the inside part of the eye, our pupil, and we're going to jump over here, and I might make this come down just a little bit farther. That's what we were going to do. Okay, just a little bit farther. So I'm just changing this to make it come down just a little bit farther here. And sometimes that can happen where you want to change it. Let's say okay. Then we're going to add in, there we go. That's what we wanted. All right, take away that line so it doesn't confuse me. And then we're going to kind of come up and around. There we go. And then this is going to kind of come up just a little bit more at an angle. Now we can put in the pupil. All right, so I'm getting in the inside part of the eye. And then I'm going to add in kind of these curved lines coming out. So I'll show you a bigger one over here. And inside eye, okay, I don't need these lines, just this one. Put in the inside part of the eye. Leave a little light in it because that's how we see. I'm adding these like curved, lightly curved lines here, leaving some parts are going to be a little bit darker than others, depending where the light is going to be, like so. So then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add a little bit of that in here, kind of thinking about maybe how I was feeling when I was taking the picture. Okay. And adding in a little bit more detail over here and going ahead and adding in a little bit more detail over here. All right. And then I'm liking how this is turning out so far. And now, let's say, I think I'm going to make this eye a little bit wider. All right, there we go. Just a little bit wider there. That is what I wanted. I'm going to push a little bit darker here. And I'm going to add a little bit of shadow here and here for the white spots in the eye. And then we get to add in the eyelashes. We all got them. And so I'm just making my lines kind of curve up along here. Kind of curve up along here. Kind of curve down along here. Kind of same thing here. Kind of curve down along here, add that little shadow along that part of the eye there. And then I've got my eyes. Now let's talk about the nose here, okay? Just 1 second. The nose. Here's we go. Noses are fun. They're a little weird shape. So we just gotta kind of really look at the shape and let our brain try not to fill in our nose. Because our brain goes, that's a funny shape. I think we should change it. But you just have to look at it and it'll make sense once you're done. Okay, so mine starts here, and I'm looking at my nose kind of straight on. So that means I'm not seeing a whole lot of nostril, which can be the thing that drives us a little crazy when we draw our nose. And noses are just like, there we go. I'm not really going to add too much more. I'm going to take away this line. That was my guideline. But noses are just a few lines and a few shapes, and they can be really frustrating sometimes, but other times they're not. Like, that wasn't too frustrating for me today. It has been in the past, trust me. I had to do this. I've drawn my face a few times, and this worked out, and earlier today it did not. And so it's just a few lines. A lot of times noses will have this curve, then they'll have like a little nostril spot, especially depending on where you're looking at your nose. Like if you're looking at it from below, you're going to see more nostrils. I don't see a lot of nostrils because I'm looking at it straight on, okay? And so now I get to add in my smile. So now we're going to go ahead and add in the smile. And of course you can change your smile, all right? And it doesn't have to be exactly like mine. Now, if you don't want to add teeth, you don't have to. I'm going to be brave today, friends. I'm going to add in the teeth. Here we go. And we're first, though, have to get our lip. When we add in teeth, we have to remind our brain that we don't lose our lips. Because sometimes we think, oh, I'm smiling. We forget to draw our lips. Don't lose your lips. And I'm going to add all right, so we added a little bit up here, and now it's time to add in the teeth. So remember, you don't lose your lips when you add in teeth. So I'm going to go ahead and add in a little bit here, just a little bit. And then we're going to go ahead and add in the front teeth. So we're going to curve this, come up, and we're going to add in teeth. So one thing we have to remember is that our teeth are hidden a little bit by our lips. So we're not going to make teeth like this, because that's just not, I mean, for cartoons that totally works, right? I got a cool like little monster guy over here, right? But for when we're drawing our portraits, we want to see that sometimes the teeth are covered like that. And so I'm gonna go ahead, my teeth are gonna go back into the face there, so I'm just lightly putting in the teeth. It's not done yet. Remember, we're just getting started, and it's gonna get, I'll add a little bit of shading there. We're gonna put this in here, and remember, I just like to add those curved lines there just to help make my brain remember that my lip is 3D. All right, we'll add some gums in there. Okay, we got them. And then let's see, I've got my teeth, and I might change this just a little bit here using my artist tool, the eraser. There we go. And I like it. Now, I give myself too much of a gap in my front teeth. Now, if you have a lost tooth, add in your lost tooth. Kind of fun. Okay, and so that's a little bit of how to do teeth. I'll add a little bit of shading there. And you don't have to do teeth. Maybe you're just going to want to do like a smile without teeth. And so then I'll kind of add in the divot in my lip, curve up and around depending on my expression, because that'll change it. And I can put the line in the middle for my mouth. Okay, so that's one way you can also do the mouth without teeth. And I just am touching this up a little bit because it got a little dark under there. Okay, all right, and then I have my self-portrait. Now I want to work a little bit more in the background. Right now I've got a nose, an eye, mouth, teeth, Christies. Okay, so then I can think about where I want to be in my portrait. Let's see, could be inside, I could be outside. Since we're kind of thinking more of a summer theme, maybe I'll do outside, and I'll put this kind of inside ear in there. I forgot about that. So let's see here. Let's put in, pretend like I'm in a mountainous place and use my imagination. Okay, and you, of course, totally add your imagination. I could be in a magical place. I could add cool things in the background. I could add waterfalls back here. It's totally up to you what you want to add in your background. So then I'll add just like a little waterfall happening here, a little river coming along this way, just for fun. All right, something like that. I could put some clouds up in the sky. You get to choose what you create in yours. All right, can't wait to see your amazing art. We are just working on the drawing this week. We will do the coloring in next week. Can't wait to see your amazing art, guys. Keep up the good work. Talk to you later.